5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thunderbirds are go.
Where am I? Must have fallen over. Glad you broke my fall. Oh, my leg. My leg, it hurts. Gotta get help. Gotta get help. Calling International Rescue. Calling International Rescue. Calling International Rescue. I've fallen over a cliff edge. I think my leg's broken. I'm on a ledge. It stopped my fall. Can you hear me, International Rescue? Please save me.
This is International Rescue calling. Are you receiving me? Over.
I'm lost. I'm scared. Please don't let me die. Please send help. Please. Gee, I hope they picked up my message.
Sounded like a small boy, Australian.
Didn't he say where he was?
No, said he was lost, but I couldn't ask any questions. He was only transmitting. All I got was that he was trapped on a ledge and couldn't move. He sounded pretty scared.
What do you think, Scott?
Well, there isn't much to go on. If only we knew the exact location.
Fortunately, he stayed on the air long enough for me to get a fix on him. I've got his location to within a mile.
That's near enough. Right, Scott? On your way.
Yes, Father.
John will give you your directions when you're skyborne.
Australia, here I come.
Right, John. Scott's on his way. Leave it to us.
I'm worried about that kid. If he's as scared as he sounded, he could panic and fall.
Okay. Watch out for him transmitting again, John. You could then get a more precise fix on him. Meanwhile, International Rescue's on its way.
Oh, gee. It'll soon be dark. I should have been found by now. Help! Help!
International rescue from Thunderbird 1.
I shall be in sight of the rescue zone in approximately 3 minutes from now.
Okay, Scott. He's down there somewhere. Try and locate him on the scanner.
Will do. Over and out.
Hey! Hey!
International rescue from Thunderbird 1.
I've spotted him.
How does he look, Scott?
Well, from this height, he looks fit enough. He's on his feet. He's waving at me.
International rescue. Boy, they saved me.
You gonna need any help?
No, I can handle this one. I'm going into land.
You arrived just in time. What can I say? You saved my life.
That's all right, Sonny. We're doing it all the time.
Yeah, but surely you'll take a reward. A couple of million or so.
We don't take money. We just save people. We only ask one thing.
Sure. Whatever you say.
Don't try and follow me when I leave here. Our base is secret. And please, no photographs.
Well, now I've seen everything. So you never did need rescuing. I think someone had better do some explaining.
I'm sorry, Mr. Tracy. It's my responsibility. I guess it's all my fault.
Oh, you can't blame yourself, Dad.
It's not who's to blame. You've got to realize that while we were dealing with this call, someone really needing help could have lost their life.
We realize the seriousness of the situation, Mr. Tracy, and I'm not trying to make excuses, but, well, try and look at it from the boys' point of view. You see, when their mother died, I had to try and be mother and a father to them. Well, life's pretty dreary around here for a couple of lively boys. I tried to make it up to them. You know, I made them these walkie-talkie outfits. But I keep pretty busy at the weather station, and they do have to amuse themselves.
We play at International Rescue all the time.
Yeah, it's our favorite game.
You and the other members of your organization are their heroes, Mr. Tracy. You're greatest in their book.
Yeah, well, this is a serious matter, you know. I understand the situation, but this little escapade could have had very tragic results.
Gee, we really are sorry, Mr. Tracy.
What are you going to do to us, Mr. Tracy?
Well, there are several things I should do, but I tell you what I've decided. I've decided to take you on a little trip.
A trip?
That's right. If it's okay with your dad, I'm going to take you to our headquarters. Then you'll see just how much trouble a false alarm causes.
It can't be true. It can't be true. Dad, you gotta let us go. Wow, we're really gonna ride in Thunderbird 1.
You boys okay?
Sure are, Mr. Tracy.
Wow, this is great.
Hold tight, then. We're on our way.
Good. Very good, boys. I just wanted to make sure you were all up to scratch. With Scott bringing two such admirers as Tony and Bob here, we really got to be on our toes.
Thunderbird ETA, 2 minutes, Mr. Tracy.
Thank you, Brains. Now, I want you fellas to give these boys a real warm welcome. Is that clear?
Yes, Father.
Yes, Father.
Well, we're nearly there, boys. Now, you know the drill, don't you?
Sure, Scott.
We understand.
International Rescue is a top-secret project, and it must stay that way. Too many of the wrong guys would like to get their hands on our secrets.
Okay, Scott, we're ready.
You can take her down now.
Okay.
Oh, Mrs. Tracy, there's enough food to feed an army. An army, maybe. 2 growing youngsters, I'm not so sure. Coming along nicely. You really can cook, Grandma. Well, I hope I'm not out of practice. The trouble with living on a secret base is visitors are few and far between. Where are the boys now? Oh, Uncle Alan is taking them round the grand tour in the monocar.
Will you take a look at that?
Where are we now?
These are some of the vehicles that we use when we're out on rescue operations. Of course, these are just some of our minor craft. In just a moment, you'll see something much more impressive. Well, here we are in Thunderbird 3 Bay.
Hey, that's some spaceship.
Scott's the only one allowed to pilot that one.
Well, as a matter of fact, I'm the one who takes control of the spaceship.
You do? You mean to say you control that craft all by yourself?
Well, I do take Scott with me as a rule, just to keep me on course.
Sir, you'll pardon the intrusion, sir. But would you mind telling the boys their lunch is ready, sir?
Too much, eh, Tintin? We only just had enough.
Feeling better, boys?
Yes, sir.
Gee, it's the best meal I ever had.
What do you think of the base? Did you enjoy your tour?
It was super. Wish I lived here.
And we really understand now why we mustn't call you out without a good reason.
Well, if you've learnt that, I guess the trip was worthwhile. You young fellas have been really privileged, you know, coming to a top-secret base like this. That's why we made you wear those blindfolds, so you wouldn't know what part of the world you were in. Well, we'd better be getting you home. I'll hand that over to Thunderbird 2. Right, Virgil?
Yes, sir.
Well, Tony, Bob, it's sure been great having you here.
Thank you, sir.
Goodbye, everyone.
So long, fellas.
Goodbye.
See you later.
Boys.
Bye.
Come on, I'll take you to the passenger chute.
And don't forget, no more fooling around with phony distress calls. Okay, away you go, Virgil.
Right, Dad.
Boy.
Here we go, boys.
Thanks for letting me bring the boys here, Dad.
That's okay, Scott. When we haven't got time to do things like that, well, it'll be a sad day. And besides, a thing like that's not going to cause any harm.
Well, certainly made the news, Bob.
Yeah, it's quite a good photograph of the house, isn't it?
Where's Dad?
He's in his office, I think.
Come on. Let's show him this. He hasn't seen the papers yet.
Good, well, I think that's enough for today. I wonder what those boys are up to.
Dad! Dad! Look what it says in the paper.
What's this? What's this?
Just you read that. We're famous.
Yes, I see. Resident at Charity Springs. It's a pity the press got hold of this story. Somebody might start to suspect things.
A weather station. A likely story. This could be just what I've been looking for. And now it is within my reach. And who would have thought that International Rescue would be the ones to lead me to it? Perhaps I should send them some of the profits I shall make from their secret.
Spy satellite Alpha 20 approaching the Australian coast, sir.
Right, thank you, Sergeant. This is Satellite HQ to Dunsley Tracker. This is Satellite HQ to Dunsley Tracker. Come in, please.
Satellite HQ from Dunsley Tracker.
Satellite HQ from Dunsley Tracker. I am now on standby.
Alpha 20 is now coming up to you, Dunsley Tracker. The radio photographs of this orbit are now coming up to you.
Thank you, HQ. Message received and understood.
All systems are functioning. Readings clear, clear, clear. Over and out.
Right. My turn to rescue you, Tony. Where you gonna go?
I thought the old mine up at Dunsley Hill.
A job for Thunderbird 2. Okay.
Give me half hour's start, eh? I shall be ready by then.
Right. 30 minutes it is. Dad? Dad?
Are you in the dark room? Oh, hi, Dad.
Hello there, Bob. I'm afraid I'm very busy in the dark room. I won't be out for a couple of hours.
That's all right. We're just going out to play, that's all.
International rescue, I suppose.
Yeah, sure.
I see. Well, don't forget what Mr. Tracy told you. Keep your radios turned off.
Of course we will, Dad. We know better than that. We're not kids, you know.
Now, before I make a move, I must be sure where everyone is. Very interesting. My young friend seems to be making for the old mine. Yes. That would keep the two boys out of the way.
There should be a place here somewhere.
Hi there, young fella.
Hello? What are you doing here, mister?
Oh, I've just been sent out to survey this derelict mine. Hey, aren't you Tony Williams?
That's right. How'd you know that?
Saw your picture in the papers. Yeah, that's right. You've got a brother, haven't you?
Yeah, Bob.
Course it is. Bob.
He's coming to look for me right now. I'm trying to find a good place to be rescued from.
Well, Tony, I'll tell you. I know just the place.
Don't worry, Tony. International rescue are on their way. Tony, I don't think we should play around here.
Hello, son.
Who are you?
I'm a surveyor, looking this place over for the government. Sure, I did tell Tony you could play here, but, well, it's too dangerous. I think you'd better collect him and go home.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Is your father at home, Bob?
Dad? Yeah. Why?
Oh, it's just that I may have to go and see him. That's all. He is alone, isn't he?
Oh, yeah. Dad won't have visitors in the house. He may not even see you.
I'll try not to bother him, especially if he's working.
Oh, he's working all right. In the dark room.
The dark room? What's that then, Bob?
Oh, I don't know exactly. Dad won't let Tony or me go in there. You see, he's got a lot of equipment that breaks easy. Did Tony go in there?
Yes, he did. Where exactly in the house is this, dark room?
Well, I'll just go and get Tony.
Hey, come back, Bob! Well, I expect I shall be able to find it myself quite easily. But first of all, I must deal with these foolish boys.
Tony? Tony, where are you? The game's off. Tony!
Bob! I'm down here.
This is the life.
Don't get yourself too comfortable, Gordon.
Tintin's right. Usually when we get a chance to put our feet up, we get an emergency call.
Well, if we do get a call, let's put it on to Tony and Bob.
Oh, yes.
Well, that sounds great, Williams. We'll have to check, of course, but that last batch of photographs could show the installations we've been searching for. I should think that we'll be able to arrange a collection tomorrow.
Well, that's the news I've been wanting to hear.
Once this project's successful, I'll be posted back to my old job. I'll see more of the kids then. Won't just be in their school holidays.
You betcha. Over and out.
Over and out.
What do you think you're doing in here? I said... What
are you...
What? Open the door, Williams. Open the door.
Gotta turn off the screen.
Open the door.
Promised we wouldn't use the radio, Tony.
This is different, Bob. It really is an emergency. Calling International Rescue. International Rescue. International Rescue.
International Rescue here. We're receiving a call. Over.
Oh, boy, look, you've got to come. There was this guy who tricked us into the mine when Bob and me were both in here. I guess he must have thrown in a bomb.
Hey, wait a minute. Is that Tony? Tony and Bob?
Yes, it is.
Now, son, we told you not to involve us in your games.
But this time it's true. Oh, you tell him, Bob.
We really are trapped down a mine, mister. Please listen. Please.
You know, fantastic as this story was, they had me believing them at times.
Okay, thanks for reporting it, John.
How do you like that? A man tricking 2 kids into a mine, then throwing in a bomb. And then John turns around and says he started to believe them.
That's not John's fault, Virgil. When kids play games, they really do believe them. I can remember things when you lot were youngsters.
I thought they were a couple of good kids. Try and give them something special, and they let you down. Break their promises.
Well, forget it, Scott. Boys will be boys. Let's go and have something to eat, huh?
Why didn't they believe us, Bob? Why didn't they believe us?
Tony, what? Nobody. Nobody's gonna find us here. We'll never get out. Never.
Well, that's great news, Lieutenant. Great news.
Yes, sir. I've arranged for the photographs to be collected first thing tomorrow.
Yeah, well, seems a long time to wait. Are they gonna be safe there?
Just as if they were in Fort Knox, Colonel.
Yeah, of course. We did fit a central security dome office at Dunsley Tracker, didn't we?
That's right, sir. And anyway, because it is a top secret setup, we put that station so far in the Australian bush, I think that's the earliest we can get there.
Expecting a call?
No, sir. It's Williams from Dunsley Tracker. This is Satellite HQ to Dunsley Tracker. Go ahead.
Lieutenant, can you hear me? This is an emergency.
Let me talk to him.
Williams, Colonel Jameson here. What sort of emergency?
You've still got those photographs?
Yes, Colonel. Yes. But there's somebody trying to get in here. And my boys. Colonel, you gotta...
Get a grip on yourself, Williams.
I want you to tell me exactly what's happening there. Lieutenant, find out just how fast we can get some men there.
Yes, sir.
Williams, I'm waiting.
Yes, sir. Well, I heard someone outside. I thought it was one of my sons, so I turned on the two-way TV, then... I saw this man out there. Never seen him before. He started to, well, hypnotize me, I guess. I just managed to turn the screen off. I'm kind of tied down. I can't take normal security measures. If I face him, even with a gun, those eyes. Those eyes, he's outside now. He's trying to get in. I'd let you know that Tony and Bob must have gone home for tea. They stopped calling.
I knew they would if we took no notice. Thanks, John.
Well?
It'll take us 3 hours to get men there, sir. That's the fastest we can do.
3 hours?
That station's in the middle of nowhere, Colonel. Even if we try to send help from the nearest town, it'd take them 2 hours to get there. And bang would go all our security.
Williams, listen to me.
We can't get help to you for several hours.
Several hours? He's practically through.
Hold out as long as you can.
If he gets in, and you don't think you'll be able to use a gun, destroy those photographs, burn them, anything. But don't let him get possession. But whatever you do, don't destroy them until you're certain, absolutely certain he's through.
They're vital, and we must save them if we possibly can.
Colonel, what about International Rescue?
Well, what about them?
International Rescue made it here in 35 minutes. Even they might not make it in time, but 35 minutes.
That's better than anything else.
All right, Lieutenant. I'll try and get permission. Keep in touch with Williams.
Very good, sir.
It's gonna come down, Tony. It's gonna collapse. On top of us.
International Rescue. Calling International Rescue.
This is an emergency. An emergency.
Of course. It all fits together. Those boys weren't playing. They must really be in the mine.
Yeah. Someone's wanted to get them out of the way.
Well, he breaks into the tracking station to get the secret photographs.
Right. We're not a political organization, but those boys are in real danger, and we can't ignore a call like this. Scott?
Yes, sir.
You go and look after Williams. Virgil and Allen, Thunderbird 2. You've got to get down to that mine and bring those two boys out.
Right away, Father.
John will give you the final details when you're in the air. All right, boys, off you go.
So remember what I told you, Tony, Bob?
The Thunderbirds are coming.
Okay, we be brave. Won't we, Bob? Yes, sir.
International Rescue should be there very soon, sir.
Yeah, I know.
I was just wondering, do you think that character at the Williams house could have known about the photographs from Alpha 20?
Well, frankly, Langfield, I don't know what to make of it. Clearly, we're dealing with no ordinary thief.
And that business of the two boys trapped in the mine. It's all too cleverly contrived.
Yeah. He went there to get his hands on these photographs. And it looks like he'll stop at nothing.
Williams.
happened. Come in, please. Come in, please.
Hey there!
Taking her down, Alan. Radio base. Tell them to keep the boys talking. We'll home in on their walkie-talkie.
Sure, leave it to me.
Keep talking, boys. Virgil and Alan have arrived. They'll have you out of there in no time.
Okay, Mr. Tracy, but hurry. There's not much time.
This way in looks as good as any, Virgil.
Okay, Alan. You can contact the boys direct. I'll get the equipment ready.
Tony, Bob, you all right?
We're coming down now.
Sure, we're okay.
I think the roof's gonna cave in.
Okay, Virgil. I'll go first. Tony, Bob, use your walkie-talkie.
It's the roof, Mr. Tracy. It's giving way. You'd better not come after us.
Can you get a reading?
11, 18, 32. This way, Alan. Hold it, Alan. Let's try it now.
It's them. I can see their light.
They made it.
Okay, boys. Don't worry. We're soon gonna have you out of there. Right, Virgil. While I lift this beam, you pull the boys clear.
Well, he couldn't have stood a chance. I guess that's the last crooked game he'll ever try to play. Well, I better go and collect those photographs.
Curse those foolish boys. Curse their stupid father. And curse International Rescue.
Mr. Tracy, I don't know what to say. You saved the photograph, sure, but more than that, you saved my son's lives.
We're glad that we were able to, Mr. Williams. Now, I should have known that Tony and Bob wouldn't have broken their promise.
Scott, before we have tea, there's something Bob and I have got to show you.
Sure, Tony. You lead the way.
Fixed it up for us.
Now you have to lie on the table, Mr. Tracy.
Oh, well, I'll try anything once.
Okay, Bob? Emergency, Scott. Away you go.
Mr. Scott. We're sorry.
I guess you're too heavy for our emergency exit.
The things I do for international rescue.